Okay, so this problem looks scarier than it is, all right? It's got, a lot going on in terms of the fact that it has 4 step reactions. But don't let that scare you. Just take it one step at a time, the same way you would if there were 2-step reactions or 3, 4, 7, whatever. Just look at one thing at a time and try not to get overwhelmed. So let's just start at the beginning. I need HCl gas on the left. So I look at my half reactions and I find HCl. It's in my first step reaction right here. I've got 2 in my step reaction and I only want 1. So not only do I need to flip this, but I'm also going to need to multiply it by 1/2. Remembering that when we do that, we also must do it to our delta H. NaNO2, let's see, where's that? It's in our second reaction. In our second reaction, it's on the right, and we have 2. And in my target, I have it on the left, and I need 1. So I'm actually going to do the exact same thing to this reaction. I need to flip it, and I need to multiply it by 1/2. And so I need to do that to my delta H as well. I like to draw those arrows just so I don't forget to do it later. All right, HNO2 liquid, where is that? In our fourth equation. So in our fourth equation, it's on the left, and there's 2. And I want 1 on the right. So yet again, I'm going to be flipping and multiply by 1/2. The NaCl was in that first reaction, so we already took care of it. So this reaction, I'm not really sure what I'm going to need to do with it yet until I look at what happens with all the other math I did. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite those 3 equations that we changed. So now we end up with the HCl applying those changes to delta H, we get negative 253.5. So that's going to become negative 254 with sig figs. Let's see. The second equation, we're going to do the same thing. Looks pretty funny with all these 1/2 coefficients, but hopefully they'll all just cancel out. So this one we flipped, so it's going to be positive, and divided by 2, so 213.5. So again, with sig figs, that's going to become 214. And then our last one, flipping and multiplying by 1/2, we are left with 1/2 and 2O. Doing that, we flipped it, so now it's going to have a negative sign, and we multiplied by 1/2. Okay, so now it's time to check out what's going on in this fourth step. So let's check this out. My HCl is where I need it to be. My NaNO2 is where I want it to be. HNO2 is what I need. NaCl is what I need. So my core is there. So that tells me I'm not going to want to change those reactions at all anymore. Instead, I need to just figure out my canceling. So 1/2 H2O, 1/2 H2O. Those are going to cancel each other out. I've got 1/2 N2O, 1/2 O2, 1/2 NO, 1/2, 1/2. Okay, so I got a lot of 1/2s here that I need to cancel. This reaction are all whole numbers. So I know that I'm going to need to multiply this by 1/2. Let's also check if we need to flip it. So if I need NOs to cancel, that'll cancel. NO2, that'll cancel. So we're good. I'm not going to flip it. So I just need to rewrite it now with those new coefficients, the 1/2 NO, 1/2 NO2. And again, because we multiplied our step reaction by 1/2, we also need to multiply our delta H by 1/2. We're not flipping the sign here because we didn't flip the reaction. So we get 21.5, which is going to round up to -22 with sig figs. So let's keep canceling then. 1/2 N2O, 1/2 N2O, 1/2 O2, O2, NO2, NO2, NO, NO, Na2O, Na2O. This leaves me with HCl, NaNO3, NaCl, and HNO2, which is what I wanted. So now I'm ready to rewrite my equation one final time. Okay, and again, we make sure that that matches up with what we were given before, and it does, so we know we did it correctly. So now we just need to calculate the delta H of our reaction. And so we plug that all into our calculator, and we're going to get -79 kilojoules. And that's it.